Nice
Um,
song.
Uncle Ebo, what's one thing about sex that all young people need to know? People already having sex or not having sex need to know.
Sex is sex is um is your highest form of communication to the person who means the most to you. If we can understand that in sex, you know, it's not just an advent, it's not just a hit and run, which a lot of young, especially young men have. It is not meant to be used to take advantage of anybody. It is that I have somebody who means everything to me, and sex is my way of showing that person, communicating to that person, just how much she means to me as a man, or how much he means to you as a woman.
How about people who have casual sex? Not people who are not in love with each other. Maybe
They do
just
not
sexually.
understand. They don't understand what it is. I can understand that as human beings, they have edges and they haven't maybe learned to control that. But it is um it is a contradiction of terms to say casual sex.
Okay.
Because what do you mean that the person don't mean anything to you? Um, this is your highest form of communication. This is your way of valuing and cherishing somebody. So you are saying that I am taking this precious thing, but it doesn't mean anything to me, and it shouldn't also mean anything to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? It doesn't mean anything to me, but it shouldn't also mean
Anything
anything
to
to
you.
you.
Okay.
And quite often in relationships, especially the new kind of relationship, friends with benefits,
Yeah, that.
friends with benefits. Eventually, one person gets it. So we
Okay.
start. Somebody explains, look, this is going nowhere. There's nothing at stake. There's no expectation. We are purely biological animals. We have sexual needs. I would use you to satisfy my sexual needs. You can also count on me. But that beyond that, that is it. Nothing else. Don't bring feelings into this and things like that. Hello, sex is it's an emotional thing. Why are you saying don't bring emotions into it? It's impossible. And so eventually, one person gets very hurt by um, friends with benefits, casual sex, and co.
Have you ever been in such a relationship?
No,
Okay. Uncle, well, in your book, do you talk about people? I mean, you have just said that is the highest form of
yeah.
communication, but I have spoken to many women who say that they have no interest in having sex. It's not something that they would like to do. Even some men, they would do it because they ought to do it.
Because it's a duty. They feel it's a
Yeah, it's
chore,
a
a
chore.
duty
It's
that they
dutiful.
have
Yeah.
to do. So do some wives say that. Now, whenever you meet a woman who says, I don't like sex or I've lost interest in sex, what she's actually telling you is that my man has killed it for me. My man hasn't made sex meaningful to
Mm,
me, and
okay.
so I don't like it. For instance, um, women do not separate how they feel about you from the sex they are having with you. They can't do that. In having sex with you, it is all it is all meshed with how she feels about you, how she feels about herself, how she feels about the relationship, how she even feels about the environment in which we are doing it. Um, so when you are nasty to a woman and you want sex, in her mind, it doesn't quite work. Because why, for me, giving you sex means you mean everything to me. I cherish you. Now, I expect that it will mean the same thing to you. Why can you then be rude, be nasty, and still come ask for sex? Um, and then you come for sex without making us even resolve the issues. So we are still doing this at a time when emotionally I am hurting. I am looking for issues to be addressed, and you are not making the room for us to address it in. The other thing, the case of men who satisfy themselves and roll over and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The woman hasn't reached her orgasm. He doesn't even know what it means for the woman to reach her orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
Men who do not know that it takes time to prepare the woman, both emotionally and physically, for sex. So the woman has been ignored. The husband has ignored her. Then she
The whole
goes to
day.
sleep. Then in the middle of the night,